If you had asked me 15 years ago, what was your favorite ninja movie or ninja cartoon, this is what I would have given to you as a response. Ninja Turtles! Now, let me tell you how I found the Naruto series, where he came into our lives as a story. He has now left us as a legend. Operatives, stand by for battle! Growing up, I had always thought that ninjas were the type of guys that dressed in all black with only the eyes revealed, and I thought they were only supposed to be, like they only come out at night. That was it. I thought that ninjas were just, they followed some type of code, some type of ninja code, and they were supposed to serve their sensei, much like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Three Ninjas. But when I watched Naruto, I found out that's not the case. Naruto is based on almost the actual real ninjas themselves, because by the Meiji era, the ninjas were infamous throughout Japan, with most of their knowledge surrounding them being based on mystery and folklore. Ninjas could supposedly turn invisible, control the elements, and walk on water. And that's just folklore. And looking at Naruto, it seems like Kishimoto wanted to bring what the Japanese folklores thought about ninjas to life. Because in the 18th century, some ninjas were brought together to form Japan's first secret service and intelligence agency. These ninjas were assigned as bodyguards and secret police, with many disguised as common workers and gardeners to discreetly infiltrate, observe, and protect. So, with that being said, your next door neighbor could have been a ninja. The dude across the street could have been a ninja. Little Tommy and little Jimmy's mom could have been a ninja. But that's just it. And me watching Naruto on Maguzi on Cartoon Network, I came in on when the Sand Village, as well as the Sound, had infiltrated the Leaf Village. And I saw some of the most epic battles go down that I've never seen in any type of ninja cartoon or ninja movie at that time. And guys, this is just my opinion on Naruto. I personally believe that out of all the ninja movies, cartoons I've ever watched, Naruto was the most action-packed. It was the most consistent. We had a ninja by the name of Naruto Uzumaki, who had a dream that he wanted to become Hokage. And we watch him, like, even though in the first few episodes, this man bragged nothing but, I'm going to become Hokage, I'm going to become Hokage. I'm like, bruh, you got a long way to go before you become Hokage. It's like in Naruto Part 1, they give us the backgrounds on all of these other ninjas besides Naruto. Sasuke and his trouble past, Sakura. I'm just gonna skip Sakura because her past, it was like she had normal upbringing. That was to me now. I don't know about you, but Sakura was an annoyance to me. But all these other types of ninjas, I did not think that ninjas had all these other types of abilities. They had ninjutsu. They had their own special style. With Naruto, it was the Kagabushin, which is Shadow Clone. I just love saying Kagabushin because I watch a lot of the Japanese dub, and it's just amazing. Like 15 years of this series that was going on, and we watched this dude grow from a little kid to a teenager, still working for his dream. Still, he took tons of L's throughout Naruto Part 1, but all those L's helped him to get to where he wanted to be. we watched him learn how to do the Rasengan. And I remember those episodes because it was like 2 episodes it took him to, or 3, for him to finally master the Rasengan, and he mastered it at a time when it was needed. And all the fight, my favorite fight scene in the Naruto Part 1 was Rock Lee versus Gaara. And the reason why, because Rock Lee couldn't do ninjutsu. All he could do was taijutsu. And this man trained his body to push it to new lengths. And he whooped Gaara's tail. Yo, that was amazing. That was, to me, one of the best fights in Naruto Part 1. I know Naruto versus Sasuke, yes, that was the best fight overall. Of course, that was going to be the best fight. But the second fight would have been Naruto Part 1. Now, we do a time skip to Naruto Shippuden. Naruto went away with Jiraiya. He came back. And, yo, I could have sworn this dude learned some new type of jitsu, ninjutsu. I thought he learned some genjutsu. Come to find out, this brother just learned how to make a bigger ball. Like, just a bigger Rasengan. You tell me this man spent 2 years. I mean, that thing puzzled me for the very first 20 episodes, I think, because they were chasing after Gaara, and then he started going back to chase after Sasuke. Now, I must admit, when Naruto went 4 Tails mode, yo, I knew the 9 Tails got real, because in Naruto Part 1, we had him go into 9 Tails, 1-tailed mode. He used the 9-tailed chakra, but he formed 1-tailed cloak. But now this brother is releasing the 4 tails, so you know that if he released even more of those tails, he would be tapping into more and more of the power of the QB. But yo, for all of those 2 years, I was like shocked. This man went away for 2 years and all he could do was make a bigger ball. Like, pause. His Rasengan, he just learned how to like make it bigger. He learned how to counter genjutsu. That was good, but it still was amazing that all those 2 years that was basically what was spent on. But also, when we look at the flashbacks, Naruto was also trying to learn how to control the 9 tails. And it's just crazy because ever since his confrontation with Sasuke, he saw that in order to beat Sasuke, in order to become stronger, he has to learn some new type of ninjutsu. And as we watch Naruto grow, and he developed a wind style Rasen Shuriken, which, yo, that thing looked boss. It was crazy how he had trained for so long, and he used his shadow clones to be able to help him train. And I found that like amazing that this man's putting in nothing but work. Even though we got like some episodes in between, we saw that Naruto was still working, he was still pushing himself. But jumping off of Naruto and going on to some of the other characters like Shikamaru, Team 8, Team 9, Team 10, we lost a lot of people. We lost Jiraiya, we had lost Asuma Sensei, and I found that like super shocking. Like, how? I'm still looking back at the fight between Hidan and Kakazu that we lost Asuma, and that was like the saddest moment ever. I mean, in Naruto Part 1, we lost the 3rd Hokage. Yo, so there are we lost a lot of people throughout this franchise, throughout this anime. And it was very sad. Like, losing Jiraiya, Naruto's own sensei. That had to hurt the most. And then in the war arc, we lost Neji. I mean, for them to kill off Neji, I found that shocking. Because think about this. All throughout the war arc, we lost Shukaku's dad. We lost Team 10's parents. So their family members. Because I know we lost Shukaku, and Ino's dad, and I think some more other people. But besides all them being lost, we didn't lose anyone else. I found that like amazing. I mean, of course we lost Obito, but you know, that was just Obito. You know, he pretty much did that to himself, in my opinion. But I mean, this anime, because nearing the end it became Naruto and Sasuke all throughout. Looking at this anime, I completely love it. I love the games that came out to, to bring us, to allow us to be able to play as these awesome characters. This is what I wish they had done with Naruto Shippuden, how they ended it. I believe that Naruto Shippuden should have ended in 2016, but no, they wanted to stretch the fillers out. But I understand they wanted to get the Boruto anime ready, for them to transition into it. But that ending on Naruto Shippuden, that doesn't seem complete to me. What it felt like was they could not, they wanted to transition into Boruto the anime, but ending it on the wedding though, I'm like, you could have ended it with this man becoming a Hokage. Like letting us see a glimpse of him becoming Hokage. But that didn't happen. And that was what Naruto Part 1, Naruto Part 2. And I guess now Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations will pick up where Naruto's left off, because we never got to see it in the anime. We saw it in the OVA, but we never saw it in the anime. So, I mean, like, those are like 2 points. Probably 2.5 points against the anime, because it didn't like solve the main goal of the protagonist. The protagonist kept saying, I want to become Hokage. And we're at the last episode, you would think the man would become Hokage, but he doesn't. He just, marries his, the girl that had chased him after all those years, which was Hinata. I still, to this day, find that to be a horrible ending. Especially for it to have Naruto, and for Naruto to be the main character. I found that just, like horrible. So, when it comes down to that, I gotta give Naruto like a 7.5 out of 10. Because, think about it. The fillers threw me off. The fillers, as well as the character development for some of the characters in Naruto Shippuden. Because they had developed a lot of the characters in Naruto Part 1, but in Naruto Shippuden, they didn't develop them as much as they did in Naruto Part 1. Now, the 0.5 comes in when they did not let Naruto accomplish his goal. This is in my opinion, people. I don't know what y'all would think about, but this is how I feel. This anime wasn't complete for me, because the man kept screaming in Part 1 that I'm going to become Hokage. I'm going to become Hokage. Part 2, he's still saying I'm going to become Hokage. At the end of the freaking episode, the man didn't become Hokage. Like, does that make sense to anybody? So, I guess now they're going to have Boruto, Naruto, and Next Generation just, pick up where he left off, but it's not going to be about Naruto. The main character is going to be the son. I know they had teased him becoming Hokage in the opening, but that's the opening. The opening is supposed to give you a brief synopsis of what it will soon cover. And they covered everything except Naruto becoming Hokage. But guys, I don't want to make this video any longer than I have. I appreciate all y'all coming down memory lane with me, because Naruto was a great anime. I personally have to give it a 7.5 out of 10, because the inconsistencies and the fillers, and for him finally not to, become Hokage in his own series, throws me off. Now, if we go off the manga, yeah, he does become Hokage, but guys, it is what it is. But thank you for watching. Let me know what y'all think. How'd y'all find Naruto in the comments section below. Operatives, move out.